Hello everybody, my name is Zelda, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. And speaking of swords, ours is right in our reach. Isn't that exciting? We finally get our sword back so we can poke things. The pointy end goes in the other man. Awesome points if you get that reference. But anyway, let's pick our sword up, press the A button, point it downwards, and then pull up. It's so immersive and amazing and stuff. Oh yeah. Thank you, Master Lady Gyudu. Please excuse me for leaving your side during this brief trouble with the volcanic eruption. When I was here, I detected a strong source of power emanating from the area of the far right. Signs indicate a 60% chance that the dragon who knows the voice of the Song of the Hero dwells there. Please reacquire the rest of your gear and continue to search for the dragon. So, now we have the ability to go fight things and stuff, and it's exciting and stuff. And honestly, let me just say that spending like 20 minutes or so without a sword really makes you appreciate just how awesome swords are. If you have an empty bottle, or wait, you can't get an empty bottle right at this point because we don't have it yet. But there's a fairy right there to refill your health, and you can charge up a Skyward Strike to fight these things. There's a flow of lava that can take us through the stuff and things. And something really awesome is that we can finally reach this Goddess Cube now that we have the true Master Sword. But earlier in the game, last time we were in Elden Volcano going to the Fire Sanctuary, if you're playing on Heroes mode, you already have the ability to go get that Goddess Cube. The reason is because I believe in Heroes mode you start off with the true Master Sword, so it's really awesome that if you're playing on Heroes mode, you already have access to that area, even before the Fire Sanctuary. Something I want to point out is that this island right here has two goddess chests. Actually, the last two in the entire game that we're gonna be getting, which is really exciting, and it also has the last of a certain collectible that we're gonna be getting real quick, and you guys will see what it is in a moment. After we crawl out of the hole, there's some grass that we can climb and need a 3D depth slider. And we can open up the treasure chest. And we have the final empty bottle in the entire game. We are so close to the end of the game, I can taste it. It tastes like eggnog. I like eggnog. But now, back in the magical land of burning deathly doom, we're back over here, so we need to go prepare our Skyward Strike so we can fight this thing, so we can actually get the rest of our gear. And they still make funny noises when they get defeated. Hurrah! 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 Blah 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 blah. You can go in that cave if you want to, but you can't really progress very far because we do not have the beetle yet. But the beetle's over here, so you just want to go down here. My voice cracked right there. I apologize for that. You want to go down here, poke a water plant with your sword, and then throw it in the lava. The aim right here could be a little tricky to figure out, but if you have skills like me, then this will be fine after 20 minutes or so. So, we need to defeat these moblins and these keys over here because we have a sword, and swinging the sword after being separated from it feels so good after being like 20 minutes or so without being able to use it. This sword is awesome. And there's some more jars over there, our worst enemy. You got your adventure pouch bag, and look, the rest of your items are here too! Yeah! We don't have to open any more treasure chests, we got the last of our items! Clap for joy! So, now that we have the last of our items, what we could do is that we can go back over to that one area so that we can actually do stuff and things. If you're wondering why I'm spinning around like a moron, first of all, this video right here is post-commentary, but what I wanted to point out is that the reason why I was spinning around right there for a moment was because I could not remember where I was supposed to go. And the boat blew up. It deserved it. It was mocking me. So, we've literally come full circle. We have all of our items back, all of our gear, all of your bugs and materials. You will get them back after you open that treasure chest. So if you were worried about that, do not worry. You do get it back after you open that last treasure chest. But over here, this is what I was talking about a moment ago when I said that you could come in here, but you can't really get any further than this until you open that treasure chest. So let's launch the beetle, which is still one of the best items ever, and I'm really hoping it returns in Zelda to you, and I'm really hoping that you can attach a crossbow onto it, because being able to do that with a gamepad would be the most awesome item in the history of anything ever. They will never be able to top that, and that'd be super awesome. And I've got to be honest, this gate right here where the chain is coming out of this guy's nose, it always makes my nose itchy whenever I see it. But anyway, there's going to be a cutscene coming up. Oh, a man of flesh and blood has walked his way into the heart of my burning heart. Now this is something. If I have the right of it, the mark of you bear upon your hand is not just a fashionable decoration. There could be no doubt about it then, because it's chosen you to hear the melody I've guarded for all of these years. Listen well, human child, I will sing you my part of the song of the hero. I'm afraid that eruption was caused by an explosion of my power. It looks like you were caught up in it. My apologies. The skies above this land should clear soon. You should go. So, this dragon is awesome because he didn't make us do any work to get this part of the song of the hero. Whereas the other two, we're gonna see what the other one's gonna make us do. This one doesn't really require us to do anything aside from actually reaching him. That is the reason why I think that dragon is awesome. Well put, Master. The volcano activity that impeded your return to the sky earlier has ceased. It is now possible to return to the sky again. Well done, Master. You have acquired the second part of the Song of the Hero. The final part can be found somewhere within Lanairu Desert. And with that, we're getting this video off here, so thank you guys for watching this video of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. And until next time, let it gear to you. Oh yeah!
System.